welcome to Air Military Collectibles. So in today's video, what we're covering is it's an unboxing, but I've taken the stuff out of the packaging. I received all this from the same individual that I deal with in the north in relation to dealing with that banner stuff, and occasionally he comes across other items and we do a bit of horse trading with each other. Gregory, thanks very much for all the stuff as always. Now I just noticed there's something up here that I wanted to cover as well. I forgot, but I put it up here there now. So, first items first, I suppose, is the big one that's here on the table, and it is a dress, number 2 dress uniform, or a number 1 dress, depending what area you're looking at or what time period you're looking at, for a Royal Marine Commando. If you look here at the chest, he seems to have the General Service ribbon for Northern Ireland. I believe this is the Falklands medal, and I'm not sure what this one is. I think the little rose that should be on this has been fallen off, because there is actually a thread there that would have had it on it, and it is for a warrant officer. So it's completely right, collar badges, the whole lot, belt, fairly substantial brass belt. So we will cover this in a later date. I'm just going to move this to one side while I get the other items. So, next item we have is an original pair of dated 1945 binoculars. So there's the marks on them and stuff. We will be looking at these. I know Stan is very interested in binoculars. He gave me a bit of information about these already. We do know they're English, we do know they're war period. They do have the canvas strap, which I believe is hard to get on them. This is not the original case though, I don't believe. It's been fairly well battered, but we have a pair of binoculars that we will be looking at in the future. Next thing we have is a World War II dress, ordinary ranks cap. It is original. It's very hard to make it out, but there is a date marking in the actual label. So that's where this is Second World War Korean type period date we're looking at. There is some moth damage on top of it, but yeah, it is an original other ranks cap, a dress cap. The next item we are looking at is, no, I'm just gonna, I suppose it's a reproduction. I don't normally collect German items, but they came with part of the deal, so I have them now for trades or swaps or whatever. But we have a German Hitler Youth knife. This is a reproduction. It's not original. I'd never be able to afford an original. Will I hold on to it? I don't know. I genuinely don't know what I'm going to do with it, because I don't normally collect German World War II stuff. But, so, there we have the Hitler Youth knife. This is a German World War II period police flag as well, I believe, with the runes on it as well. Now this is a reproduction as well, and you can tell by the turkey or the eagle, it's very bad quality, and it's printed. It's printed onto the material. It's like a plastic nylon. So yeah, that's another reproduction item that we got. Then here we have, I believe this is Wehrmacht flag as well. Same thing, reproduction, just printed onto fabric. I'm not going to talk too much about them. Here we have some reference books. We have US Rangers Lead the Way, Spearhead. Another book. Reference books are always very important. Ian Westwall was the author of this book. So that's one book that we have had in. I did briefly show these on the live stream the other night. Buy and Sell Wartime Collectibles and An Enthusiast Guide to Militaria. And this one is Arthur Ward and Richard Ingram. I have read through these books and they are very helpful. The from what I can find in the information, it was very, very suitable and very, very good for people that are starting off collecting. As I said, I'm getting back into the Second World War collecting. I've always collected, but I'm getting more involved in it now. Here we have the World War II Tommy British Army Uniforms European Theatre 1939-1945 in colour photographs by Martin Bromley and Richard Ingram. So that's another book. Was Richard Ingram involved in that one as well? Yeah, so Richard Ingram was involved in this book also. And Arthur Ward, no, different first guy. So here we have another book that involves collecting. Now this, I'll show you a few pictures, a few instances in this one. So it literally covers, so here we have the hospital, what's called hospital blues, or the hospital suit for guys that were injured and were back in hospitals in the UK. So that's one good book as well. The next book that we have is From D-Day to VE Day, the British Soldier, Volume 1, Uniforms, Insignias, Equipment, from Jane Bushney, sorry if I pronounced that name wrong. History and history and collectors. So this is a very, very good book. I've already read a lot of this. I'll show you, for instance. So here we have literally berets, caps, and so berets, caps, and service caps. So it literally tells you everything that you need to know, from what regiment would have worn what officers' ones would have looked like, even from what I can find, every type of cap badge known to mankind that was involved in the Second World War. So it's a very substantial book, very interesting book. So here you have literally underwear, shirts, and stuff like that, and that the British soldier would have worn, or the Commonwealth soldier, because it's more of a Commonwealth book, would have worn during the Second World War. Next thing here we have is a mess plate, or a garrison mess plate. This one is actually US MD 1944, so it's a World War II mess plate. Literally, you've seen the old films, the guys walking on along the Bay Maries or down the trays, and the cooks are just throwing stuff into each different compartment. Very easy stack, very easy clean. Mainly used in garrisons, on ships, on ships going to and from the European theatre or the Pacific theatre, and in big camps is what this was used for. Next piece that I have is, this is a completely refurbished, 100% original, well, I suppose 90% original if you exclude the chin strap, or the chin strap for the liner, and the chin strap that has been replaced on it, replacement net and repainted, I suppose. But other than that, everything else in it is original. Original liner. It's got a late war liner from 1944, I believe. Sorry, 44 onwards. This liner was produced. All the webbing in it has been redone. The shell is also original, and the liner is original. So therefore, this is my original World War II, restored World War II M1 helmet. So there you go. So if you like what we provide here at Air Military Collectibles, if you want to see any more future information on any of the stuff that has arrived during the week, please tune in and please subscribe. If you want, and hit the notification button. If you want to get in contact with the channel, as always, it will always be at the top of the video description. Thank you.